we go. Evening. And you two was caught up. Lovely. I was a little bit slow catching up today, so I'm sorry if I sat there for a bit, saying nothing. Okay, Streamlabs is up. I can see you in the chat. Everything is as it should be. So hello everyone. Welcome back to Final Fantasy. We are doing the post-Heavensward main story quests right now. We have just met up with Krille? I don't know, this one. I love her outfit, she's so adorable. And she's apparently, she's from the same school Alfino went to, and they kind of know each other. And she knows like all the embarrassing stories, which is lovely. Sadly, she hasn't told us anything good yet, because he keeps on stopping her. But maybe next time. So, let's see what they say. Thancred may be a capable warrior, but he was wounded when I last saw him. If any beasts were nearby when he emerged from the livestream, he would have been hard-pressed to repel them. Oh yes, we were looking for Thancred. Krille had managed to sort of follow the flow of the live stream to figure out where he is, which is quite good. Let's not mess up this. Let's do like so. Okay, I'm adjusting the sounds a little bit. Please let me know if the music is too loud or anything like that. It can always be a little bit tricky to adjust everything on the live streams. We had forests like these on the Isle of Val. My grandfather and I used to go for walks together when I could prise him away from his work. It was the least I could do for him, considering everything he had done for me. Taking me in when I was an orphan, raising me up as his own, and giving me a name. You didn't think my parents named me Krille Baldestian, did you? I don't know. Were I to find myself in unfamiliar wilderness, my first instinct would be to seek out sign of civilization. Ordinary, perhaps, but in his wounded state, he may not have wished to risk contact with strangers of unknown alliance. Yet even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters would surely have stumbled across his trail. Tailfeather doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though. Merchants and traders pass through reasonably regularly, do they not? In which case, we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we question the locals. Fear not, Krille, I have already prepared several sketches of Thancred for the very purpose. I hope we can get to see those sketches. This is impressive. He drew this from memory. A skill I acquired some years ago for a reason I no longer remember. A reason you don't want to talk about, you mean? I propose we split into two pairs. Yestola and I will inquire at the outlying encampment, while Melicity and Krille question the resident of Tailfeather. Afterwards we shall regroup near Lothar's Vath and share our finding. Assuming there are no objections, let's be about it. So, Krille, will you share some stories? My, he certainly has matured, hasn't he? Hard to imagine he was once a boy who practiced drawing for hours to impress young ladies. Oh, that's cute. Anyway, we had best get started. Find me when you finish making your rounds. Well, good thing is, I've done quite a few quests in this area, both main and side quests, so we know the people. Like Lapart, hello. Searching for a friend of yours? Let's have a look then. So these are the sketches. A surprisingly accurate depiction of the missing Thancred, suggesting that Alfino may have mistaken his life's calling. Oh, he should have been an artist. Well, he's a good diplomat though. No, I ain't seen him around, sorry. Ah, it's not good. Surely somebody has seen him. Maybe the people inside the house? Oh, there's Krille asking around. Have you seen my friend? What do you got there? A sketch? Yes. Have you seen him? Can't say I know the face. You say he's something of a warrior? Yes. I heard a tale the other day about a Highland vagabond who brought down a Bandersnatch by himself, and with style. Way they tell it, he was dancing with the beast like it was the bell of the bleeding bowl. Sounds like your man? Yeah, it does. Alright, so he is here. And fighting things. Any luck? Pray excuse me, but have you seen this man before? Thancred is probably somewhere in the wilderness. Fighting things. That doesn't sound promising, but it does sound like he's still good at it, so that should be nice. A higher man? We're not exactly rare, you know. Could you be more specific? This? I did spy this one bloke a while back. Didn't get a good look at his face, but it could have been him. This was beyond the forest, as I recall, along the river to the west of Tailfeather. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. The lad was making no effort to cover his tracks, see? That and he was carrying an axe instead of a bow. An axe? No, that does not sound like Thancred. Thancred has two blades. Like daggers. He's a bit more of a rogue. Though I do believe he can fight in multiple styles, so maybe he found an axe. Like, he might have... Especially if you think about it, he might have come out of the live stream the same way as Yestola, which means absolutely nude. Which is... So maybe he stole some clothes and therefore ended up with an axe. Finished? In that case, I think we learned everything we can here. Let's see what the other have found. Yeah... Doesn't bode well. We're gonna meet them there. Oh yeah, near the bug place. I've gotten more used to those. They're still icky, but at least they're friendly, and after doing quite a few side quests for them, I've gotten like, I can tolerate them, okay, they're fine. As long as they don't show up and startle me, then it's all good. We were to meet here, were we not? I thought so. My apologies for our late arrival. We thought it wise to question as many hunters as we could. But no luck then. Many have made camp in inaccessible locations, ideal for hunting game, not so receiving visitors. Nevertheless, our time proved well spent. There have been countless sightings of an exceptionally capable higher hunter with whom no one is familiar. Though none chance to see the man's face, his height and build match Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess. Yeah, that's probably our guy. We have the same stories, so you heard the same tales. Be that as it may, we yet want for conclusive proof. Mayhap this is unrelated, but I heard a curious tale regarding a Vath trader. He came to Tailfeather in search of a garment fit for a man of refinement, which seemed rather curious description for one of his kind. You're implying that Thancred sent Vath to the market instead? Why would he not go himself? Well, if you recall yourself emerged from the live stream as naked as your name day, it is a scene I shall never forget. Is it now? Oh god, Alfie. Poor choice of words. Well, I was pleased to see you. I mean, it was a simple statement of fact. It stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same predicament. In any case, if he had dealing with the Vath, they should be able to tell us, no? Yeah, and I made friends with him. Quite right, Krillik, quite right. I'm quite experienced with dealing with the Vath by this point, so I can go and ask them. Before we do, I want to see if I can do a little bit of an adjustment on my... Oh, what's it called? My chat. I'm gonna go... I'm gonna put in a message and I'm gonna pin it. Because I want to try to change one of my settings. How do I do that? No. I'm trying to see if I can change the view of the stream because I do have the chat basically on my left, but it's on the main window because I don't have a second monitor, which is okay because it works really well. At the same time, I'm having a little bit of a pickle with well being in the way. No. Oh, I was hoping I could change it so I would only see the text of the chat, but I cannot. So just keep in mind this general area of the screen, like this here, this is where you are. So sometimes I do have to turn off the chat just so I can see the entire screen in case of cinematics. Oh, I remember this thing. Ooh. Well, what are we waiting for? For all we know, Thancred could be waiting for us in Lothas Vath. Well, we must go and see Vath right away. Come along, everyone, come along. Yeah, sure. I mean, it's the likeliest place to find him. Does Thancred know we are friends with the bug people, though? Not sure. Hello, Mr. Storyteller. Come on, we're friends now, so you can tell me. Click, click. Great hunter. We welcome you once more to Lothas Vath. What do you seek this day? We seek a man with whom we are told you may have had certain dealings. It sounds so ominous when you say it like that. How curious. The hunter tire of godly sport and pursue mortal prey? No, he's not prey, but a friend, long missing. Good. He's a friend to the Vath as well, one with whom we have traded many times. Truly? And you're quite certain it was this man? There is no doubt. The fleshling clothes in skin came to us. The fleshling clothed in skin came to us from Somal, lost and weak. He offered meat and hides in trade, and in exchange we tended his wounds. He brought us much flesh, so skilled a hunter he was, much flesh. When he asked for garment, we were glad to provide him. And where is he now? Gone to Loth as Gnat, not long ago, when he heard the One Mind had summoned our god once more. Ravana is returned. Beethoven did say that the Gnat had grown as before, but what could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? Honored Elder, we thank you for your help. Would that we could repay this kindness as we depart, but we must hasten to our comrade's side. Go, great hunter, lest the Gnat claim him as sacrifice. Yeah, I would not like that to happen. Though maybe this could though make sense for him to go there. Because generally, where there are primals, we show up. So he's probably hoping that if he goes to where he knows there is a primal, he will find us. which would be optimal. Gosh, like all this green goo mist. Looks so disgusting. So yeah, I think surely he must have gone here not to fight the primal on his own, but to try to find us. Has to be. He's a smart cookie. I say really hoping that I'm correct. I just AoE'd everybody in the group. Hello. Let me just kill you off. Thank you. There we go. And the playground. I think me and this person might be on the same quest line. Yeah. Looks like it. Right, onward we go to our destination. And wait for Thancred. I haven't heard his new voice yet. I'm worried if it's gonna be, like, bad or not.
Who else could be? Thancred! It could be Thancred! We must hurry!
Wait, isn't this the people from the original trailer?
Ah!
These are the... Aren't these the original Warrior of Lights? I am pretty sure they are. They look like the people from the trailer. Look, we have the Bard and the lalafell healer and this guy who is in every trailer. Am I being confused? Hello, Ape. Thank you for lurking. What is going on?
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Ascians forever!
Oh, I should maybe put on the thing.
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
We can and we will, Ascian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not!
I've been told that dude is the stand-in for my character in the trailer.
So you are the Warrior of Light. The savior of Eorzea.
Yeah. Oh, they all have the echo.
It's a wonder you didn't come sooner. What with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
I'm feeling extra
Have care.
aggressive.
The ether moves strangely around him.
You don't say.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are. Shall we show them?
Okay, dude, you are seriously pissing me off now. Oh, thank God. Has turned kinda emo, but okay. I think this is Thingrid. He's blonde and fights like Thingrid. And has the, okay, this has to be Thingrid. He has the neck tattoo and everything. I don't like this dude. He keeps on smiling in odd times. Like dark versions of the people
Not
from
very
the
sporting
trailer.
of you to interrupt. But so be it.
Mark well our faces, warrior of light. For we are the warriors of darkness. Walkers of a different path. And we shall meet again.
Well, I was a group of assholes. But they were also killing primals.
Warriors of Darkness? Really?
Please be good voice. Please be good voice.
Thancred! Are you all right?
Dude, I'm gonna need you
Pleasantries can wait. I'd rather not be here when the Nath arrive. Agreed?
Okay. Not terrible first impression. Maybe he's okay? He sounded similar. Different but similar. And Jamie, yeah, I agree. It's definitely odd that they look the same. So I'm guessing these are not the same people, but they just have the same appearance. The wishing caught me unaware, and I was unprepared for their attack, but I could hear the colony chattering all around us. They were so loud, so unbearably loud. Do you need to sit down? I have water, if it will help. We should be safe here. Our pursuers are not likely to stray so far from the colony. Yeah.
Suffice it to say, our reunion was not at all as I pictured it. Waiting until the last instant to join the fray. 'Tis plain you have not lost your appetite for the dramatic.
My appetite for the dramatic? Have you forgotten the circumstances of our parting? The heroic last stand, the tunnel filling with light, and then... Had I known you intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's forsaken wilderness, I would have thanked you in advance.
Thancred.
I like his voice. Yes. He's good. I approve. I like
If
his
nothing
voice.
else, you might have warned me that I would emerge from the live stream in the altogether. Eventually, I managed to fashion knives from some obsidian I found, and set about hunting for meat and hides. Given that I'm not all that skilled in leatherworking, it's probably for the best that I met the Vath before I was reunited with you.
I mean, it would have been interesting if we had found him nude. Also, that was a very
So you
handy
were the
mouse.
fleshling clothed in skins of whom the storyteller spoke.
A
Yes.
description which fit me as ill as the skins themselves. Happily, I was able to trade with the Vath for garments better becoming a man of refinement. From them I learned of Ravana, and of the great warrior who had once laid him low.
Sorry, did not mean to punch the mic.
And thence did you conclude that were you to track the Primal's movements, it would surely bring you into contact with the Scions once more.
See, he's a logical man.
It seemed a reasonable assumption. I could think of no one else with your enthusiasm for slaying beastmen gods. Until now, that is.
Ah, yes. The self-proclaimed Warriors of Darkness. 'Tis only fitting that they stand in opposition to the Warrior of Light, I suppose.
I glimpsed the leaders past, if only for a moment. They were confronting a man in black. An Ascian, I think.
If these warriors are capable of doing battle with Ascians and Primals both, they must be possessed of powerful protection. Protection not unlike the Echo.
Well, they seem to have a vision very similar to the Echo, because they knew who we were. And they all seem to be coming out of a little bit of a vision, like they were doing the head touch thingy. So that is quite curious. Blessed with the power of the Echo and driven to put down Primals, despite his declaration that they walk a different path, I struggle to see how their goals conflict with ours. Nor is that the only oddity. I find a passing strange that such exceptional individuals should have wholly escaped their notice until now. Surely we would have heard the rumors and attempted to recruit them for our cause. I recall no such adventurers, and it would not soon forget their like, nor would any of us, I think. One of our primary duties was to scour the city-state for promising candidates, which is how Ida and Papalima found Melicity. Ah, the memories. It seems like only yesterday that you slew your first primal, speaking of which I had a distinct impression that was not the first time the band of merry men and women had killed a god. I labor to believe the band of preternaturally gifted adventurer has been traveling the land, slaying primals without our knowledge. It would imply gross negligence on our part. Speculation will avail us not. There is far too much we do not know. Are they maybe from like an alternative timeline or something? Because they've been like going through the life flow. Well, Thancred went through the life flow. Maybe it spit out these guys also? For the present, we must need concentrate on what we do know, namely the Lord Dravan is no more, which I'm very grateful for. Vidofnir must be informed. The news may render her more receptive to Sir Aymric's invitation. Since you seem to have affairs here well in hand. Since you seem to have affairs here well in hand, I shall take my leave. Simply being in the vicinity of his colony is giving me a stinking headache. If you have need of me, I shall be with Master Matoya. I would beg her assistance with the search for Minfilia. Wait, Minfilia is missing? I thought she escaped with Melicity. I shall explain on the road. Much has happened in your absence. Yeah, nobody pretty much escaped with me. It was me and the kid and the lalafell. Like, and the secretary. It was... yeah. Well, let's go talk to Vidofnir anyway. They were up here. So I should be able to go up through the hole in the wall. Oh, hello, big dragon. I didn't know there would be a dragon floating out here. You just chilling? Okay. You chill away. Wait. Vidofnir is not on this floor? Oh, I went one floor to hide, didn't I? There we go. Vidofnir, hello. We have dealt with the what thing. Kinda. I had not thought to see thee again so soon, mortal. If thou seeketh the night, know that she hath long since departed for Isgard. My thanks, Vidofnir, but it was not for her that we came. We bring good tidings for you and yours. Lord Ravana, who has been summoned by the Gnat, has again been laid low. Truly, once more your mortal have succeeded where mine own kind did fail. You have our deepest thanks. Would that we could take credit. The god fell by another hand. Another? Revelation upon revelation. Regardless, it is cause for celebration. The Gnat will have no choice but to withdraw. But another matter, I have tidings for thee as well. Regarding the Isgardian invitation? As promised, I brought the matter to my sire. Hearken to his answer now. For 1,000 years I have mourned my beloved, who gave her life to force a peace thy kin betrayed. Such was my lot, until a child of Isgard came unto me. For want of worms she wrapped herself in a dream, yet the world will remember her deeds. For truth she fought, for justice she sinned, for redemption she sacrificed, and became as light. To follow one's heart, to have faith in one conviction, be it for weal or be it for woe, such is the folly and glory of man and of dragon. He hath entrusted the choice to us, and we have made it. We will keep faith with you who walk in the light. Then you accept Sir Emeric's invitation. Let it be known that I, Vidofnir, shall journey unto Isgard on behalf of my people. We are honored to receive your answer, and will convey your words to our allies without delay. That's really good. It's happening, Isale. Would that you were here to see it. I wish so too. The peace he fought for so long. But at least her death led to peace. Very much like Shiva's did. When you think about it, it's... though, like, she wanted to become Shiva, to, like, take her soul and help her have form, but instead she became, I think, much closer to what Shiva was. Somebody who wanted to make things good. It is raining.
Even as the Scions celebrated the return of a long-lost friend, honorable men plotted to deprive them of another.
No, you better not be touching Sir Aimric. No. I like that guy. You've taken enough people.
Honorable men, to whom Sir Emeric was no hero, but a scheming patricide.
Oh, shit.
Honorable men who would fain wash the paving stones of foundation with the tyrant's blood.
He better not be dead.
Honorable men whose knife in the dark was the spark which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
They have to really stop killing the characters I like. I don't appreciate it. Yeah, we have to go to Foundation immediately and check on Sir Aimric. Please don't kill him. I really like him. They've already taken Orsifant, which I really like too. So they can't just take all the nice people I like in this expansion pack and kill them off. That is not fair. He's probably fine. He looked alive, and there was no dramatic music or anything, so he's probably just injured. And I mean, I could technically come and help with that. Alright, where is Alfie? He's over there. He should be... Oh, there they are. Fortunately, the journey afforded us ample time to brief Thancred on recent events. So, you slew a handful of primals, chatted with the Emperor of Garlemald, uncovered the truth behind the 1,000-year war, thwarted a megalomaniac archbishop's ambition, and then rode home on the back of a father of dragons. Does that about sum it up? Yep. That was a lot of things that happened in Heavensward. That was one hell of a journey. Right, let us not keep Sir Aymeric waiting. Are you quite well, Thancred? Yes, quite well, forgive me. You've given me rather a lot to digest. This whole affair with the Asgardians and the Travanians, and our friends nowhere to be found. It would seem there is no end to our troubles. We can put a face to them head on, one at a time. For now, we must apply ourselves to our allotted task and leave the others to theirs. Remember, Thancred, we found you as they found me. In time, we will find Ida and Papalimo and Menphilia as well. These troubles will soon be but a memory, one which we will look back on together. Pray do not misunderstand. I did not mean to imply that it would be otherwise. I merely wished that I had rejoined our grand adventure at one of its more triumphant moments. Despite our recent accomplishment, the mood here is less than celebratory. But I have no doubt that we will enjoy many more glorious victories soon enough, and you may rest assured that I will play my part in them to the very hilt. I know you will, so then, to the congregation. Why is he wearing... When Thancred showed up in the original video, in the flashback scene, he did not seem to have any damage to his eyes, but now he's wearing like a whole eye covering. I'm gonna have to try to get closer to his face to see like if he's missing an eye, or if it has changed color or something. Oh, Lucy is there, but is Thancred here? I guess not. Who's... Oh, Hilda. Oh, good you're back. Things got a bit heated while you were away. Uh-huh. I saw. You have returned, in this at least, to face a kind. Greetings, First Commander. It pleases me to inform you that Vidofnir has accepted Sir Aymeric's invitation. She has? These are glad tidings indeed. Would that the Lord Commander were here to hear them. Ah, is he otherwise engaged? Aye, stabbing off a knife to the gut. Oh, what? What happened? Will he live? The surgeon tells me he will make a full recovery, but had Lord Edmund and Lord Arthurel not been there on hand when the assassin struck, he would not have been so fortunate. For mercy they subdued the fiend before he could land the telling blow. The attack was just the beginning, though. Not long after, building all around the city, including several of ours, burst into flame. Bastards caught us completely by surprise. We've been dousing the fires, but for every one we put out, it seems like 2 more start up. Casualties are mounting, especially in the Broom. It's plain these fires were started by the assassin's conspirators. Until they have been rounded up, there will be no end to this. Will you help us find them? Yeah? Then let us be about it. We need to... They are actively putting the city on fire. We need to do something about that. That is not good. Thancred was here. I was gonna try to see his face. Hello? There we go. The flames are spreading. We must begin our investigation immediately. Witnesses must be found. Suspect must be identified. Have you been able to determine the precise location where the fires were set? Mayhap there's a pattern. If there is, we have yet to discern it. Fires have been reported throughout the city in both the pillars and foundation. Indeed, given the size of the area affected, I think it's best to divide our forces. Master Alfino and Mr. Sistola, I would have you take charge of the investigation in foundation. Alright, so I go to the pillars. As you wish, mayhap Tataru can be of assistance as well. Meaning Malicity and me go to the pillars. Oh, they like me up there. Only question is, will the grizzled old rogue striking a pose over there be joining us? Thengrid of the Sign of the Seven Dawn, and may I say what a pleasure it is to meet you, too, my lady. I bet the name is Hilda, a Scion, eh? And there I was thinking I'd found fellow ruffian amongst all these illustrious personages. I will remain here to coordinate the fire-quenching effort. If you learn aught of value, pray inform me immediately. That's all. Alright, so the three of us are going up to the pillars. Shouldn't Hilda, though, be going to the broom? Because he knows that area better than the rest of us. While we could be shifting through charred rubble and questioning random passers-by, in my experience, every town has at least one individual who can be counted on to know things he or she should not. I, the infamous Lord... Oh, Lord Emmy. Lover of women and wine, though neither cared for him that much. They say you could gossip for Isgard. Just the sort of fellow I had in mind. Capital suggestion, Malicity. He'll be at the Crozier most likely, making an effort to be seen. So let's go and see him. Yeah, he's probably gonna want to be visible. Grizzled I will accept, but old. Oh, don't worry, Thengrid. You're not old. You're still cute. Sounds like it's raining, which could be good. It could help put out the fires. Not that I've seen any fires, but I'm gonna take their word for it that there are some fires about. So up we go. Cat's looking at something and it's freaking me out. We keep on getting horseflies into the apartment, driving me insane. I hate them. And now my cat is just staring behind me and I don't like it. The crows here, the crows here, the crows here. Oh yeah, the shopping area. I don't know how much content is in the post-Heavensward, like part of the game. There was quite a bit in the original. Lot of stuff, like lot of quests we had to go through. I think it was probably at least 7 hours of quests. You were like closing in on a full-blown video game, so I wonder if this is gonna be as long. Oh, she's cute. Alright. Emmy. Oh, no, right, hello. Ah, Mr. Small, I fear Lord Emmy has once more strayed from the path. As has so often been the case, his renewed enthusiasm for martial training gave way to frustration and disinterest at the first sign of difficulty. Oh, yeah, he's that kind of person. Well, if it isn't Malicity, dearest of all my friends, you're looking rather glum. Something the matter, old girl? I am gonna beat you with a stick if you keep on calling me old. Ah, Ah, yes, the arson. Dreadful business that, and awfully curious. Wouldn't you say? There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it at all. Naturally, we doubled the guard outside the manor, along with most of the other houses. Can't have the old pile going up in flames, after all. Oh, in case you were wondering why the Hoplon is awash with refugees, the lower level of the vault have been opened to those unfortunate souls who have lost their homes. Sir Emmerich ordered, from what I hear. Remarkable man. Not even a knife in the ribs can keep him from his duties. Actually, old girl, if you were thinking of questioning the refugees, I should be more than happy to accompany you to the Hoplon. While you conduct your inquiries, I could offer a word of comfort to the distressed and despondent young maids. No, Emmy. God, man, there's not the time to be flirting with them. Wait a moment, I know what that is. You've given me one of your looks, aren't you? You do me an injustice, old girl. I will have you know, my heart yearns for but one rose, prickly though she may be. I sense you remain unconvinced. Am I like making a face? Nope. Well, I am still unconvinced. Very well. If it will help to prove the purity of my intention, I shall gracefully recount my offer. Now run along and catch those arsonists. That was not entirely what I had hoped for. Whose idea was it to come here again? Never mind. For a next step, I suggest we divide our effort. While you question the refugees in the Hoplon, Malicity, I shall investigate the location where the fire was set. Would you be so good as to join me, Hilda? You know what? I reckon I would. Can't have you roaming about in an unfamiliar city by your lonesome, can we? You'd only get robbed blind and left shivering in your small clothes. Oh, you're just massacring Sprite, woman. This is terrible. So where are they? Oh, they are like, they're full on in the area in front of the vault. Alright. One problem about Isgard is that it's a city that's very, it's very grey. And then, on top of it, it's also a city that tends to be very foggy. So it's like grey on top of grey. It's not very colourful. Hello, Wolf Priest. All the elves are so damn tall. Ugh. He looks displeased. Come, my brothers and sisters, there is food and shelter enough for all in the basilica. Hallon blessing be upon you, father. I confess we were not sure if we should come. There are so many unbelievable tales these days about the Archbishop and Sir Emmerich and the Dravanians. Trust in your heart, brothers, and pay no heed to the lies of lesser men. They seek only to lead you astray. Do you require succor as well, miss? Do I look like a refugee to you? So the Temple Knights have begun their investigation at last. Good. This madness has gone on far too long. Would that I could do something to aid in your search, but I have duty to these poor souls. Farewell, and may the Fury guide your steps. Yep, sure. Right. What about this one? Melee? There was a man with a satchel. I saw him kneeling outside the window, and then there was smoke everywhere, and it was so hot, and I couldn't breathe. Oh, God. Oh, this is just a child. I don't remember how I made it out. I suppose I must have climbed. Maybe my arms are getting better after all. Sheesh. Our was one of the first homes to be claimed. I didn't see how the fire began. I was only when I heard our neighbors shouting that I looked outside and saw the flames. We barely escaped with the clothes on our back. Were it not for the church's generosity, I don't know what we would do. So the church is coming out of this looking pretty good. Which is like good, but also slightly suspicious. But hopefully that's just because the church just feels... I just have trouble with trusting churches in video games. Hello, Hilda. Finished there? Ah, there you are. Anything to share? Yeah, like people definitely setting fires. We will require more than a muddled testimony of a traumatized girl if we are to identify the culprit. While you were questioning the refugees, we inspected the scene of several of the fires, including one near St. Remen's Cathedral and another near the Tribunal. For a mercy, neither structure suffered significant damage. Some might say they were spared by the grace of the Fury. Others might question how such a ruthlessly efficient arsonist contrived to fail so miserably on the 2 occasions where the targeted was a bastion of the Asgardian orthodoxy. Yeah. Nothing conclusive, of course, but it does give one cause of wonder. Alfino will doubtless have an opinion. Yeah, it feels... So, they attacked 2 church buildings, and neither is badly harmed. But the church is looking really good from like helping the refugees. Could this be a plot by somebody shady to make the church look better? I hope not. That would be so mean. Wouldn't surprise me. It still would be like terribly mean. Abe says, surely after what Thornton did, your faith in churches and video games is restored, right? Right? Definitely. I don't know, is there like any game where the church has been a good guy? They somehow always end up having to be the baddies. Let me see. Oh, there they are. Oh, they have a captive? Why do you have a captive? And a person just chilling there behind the boxes, okay. You don't want to talk to me? You should have seen the way Alfino tackled him. Good, now that you're here we can proceed with the interrogation. Why? Do I bring something special? Maybe I'm supposed to torture him? Or heal him for the torture? Silence will avail you not, sir. Ah, Melicity, I was just about to summon you. As you can see, we have detained the suspect. We found this man loitering near the remains of one of the stricken buildings. According to eyewitnesses, he was also present before the fire broke out. We wished to have a word. He did not, so we insisted. Let me go, damn it! You got the wrong man! But you reek of oil. And are those burns on your hands an occupational hazard, I suppose? But tell me, does arson pay well? I'm a victim, you imbecile! Look at me! That you are after fashion. You should know that your pious patron has already spun us a delightful yarn about how his pet mongrel slipped the leash and set about burning half the city to the ground. Not very noble of him, I grant you, but then these hypern types, they rarely do show loyalty to their pets. In fact, he called you a rabbit and begged us to put you down. The Spollox! He's the one who told me to keep going! Even a sinner such as me could find salvation in Fairy's work. He said I had left it behind, tried to with all my heart, said my prayers every day like a good man. But he came to me. And there you have it, Hilda. Would you be so kind to escort our friend here to the congregation? Aye, so long as you don't mind if he's limping when he gets there. I'm not gonna say anything about that. That was incredible, Thengred. How did you know he would confess? Well, I've seen his like before. A troubled soul manipulated by men of power and wielded as a weapon. I could not be certain, of course, but given the stakes, I thought it worth the risk. And if our captive had called your bluff? Must we entertain hypotheticals? The world, as it is vexing enough. True. Thank you, Thengred. Whether by luck or judgment, we have last confirmed that the arson were orchestrated by a person or person of influence. I think it's best that we now return to the congregation and discuss how best to proceed. So, the church is behind it, isn't it? I think the church is behind it. Church is being... Tatter, are you just gonna stand there, honey? Hey! I think the 12 of you returned to us, but what happened to your old outfit? I don't know. What? Oh, she's looking at Thancred. I thought she was talking to me. I was like, oh, like I don't know. I change my clothes a lot. Ah, yes, about that. You, Thancred, have fun explaining that to Tatru. So yeah, I think the church, or somebody within the church, is not happy with the changes that are happening now. I mean, we saw the guy before, when the beggars came, talking about like the Dravanians and everything, and the church guy just told them like, no, don't think about that nonsense being said, basically. So maybe they are going with the idea of like trying to still keep things secret. The temple knights are interrogating the arsonist as we speak. God's willing, we shall have more information ere long. Poor man. If we could be determined the motive behind these fires. Bit of a gamble, ain't he? Fine by me, so long as his luck don't run out. He's fine. Like, Thancred is lovely. One of my best friends in this game, so, you know, be nice to him. On behalf of the Holy See of Isgard, I thank you all. The man you apprehended is being interrogated as we speak, though he fell silent upon realizing that we had not turned his master. He will soon tell us what he knows, one way or another. Pardon my intrusion, First Commander. Ah, Lord Arturel. Yeah, Artie. Their names, their brothers have terrible names. Are you come to see your father? He is attending Sir Emmerich in the chambers at present. I am. He bid me bring his salve. Then do not let me detain you, and thank you for your kindness, my lord. In times of trouble, every man must do his part. Would that I could do more. Yeah, try to explain that to your brother, who is mostly thinking about if he can't flirt with the girls who have lost their homes. Like a massive creep. My lord Artie did not seem to be in the best of spirits. It's a little wonder, must Ralph know. His father is widely slandered and his half-brother not yet cold in the grave. Yeah. Ooh. Guys, what is the difference between fending and slaying? I'm a dancer right now, so which is the thing I would want? Because I can't do anything with it. So you're gonna have to tell me, like, do I take the fending coffer or the slaying coffer? Because I don't know. And I am unsure. Fending is tank and slaying is DPS. Thank you. So I'm going slaying then. Because I play more DPS roles than tanking roles. Ah, so aiming is the answer. So I just got like a set that doesn't really do much for me, but I got it. Yes, no improvement at least. Alright. Oh, there we go. Aiming, healing. Oh. But I would kind of want the healing ones though. Because I usually main a healer. Hard to pick. Oh, I get... Oh, I get a shield, like... Oh. Oh. Game, you're gonna break my heart, are you? You're gonna give me a minion, or she want, so I can have it with me all the time.
I do not mean to diminish our accomplishments, but until we identify the ones who ordered the fires set, our work is far from finished.
Agreed.
Between the various conservative and religious factions in Ishgard, I dare say there's no shortage of parties who would like to see the status quo preserved. Do any likely suspects spring to mind?
Far too many to count.
Oh,
Lord Commander, your wounds.
Are healing well. Thank you. Time is of the essence. Lest we forget, these men would sooner put their own city to the torch than see it change. When our enemies learn that we have apprehended their arsonist, there is no telling how they will react.
Uh-oh.
Lord Commander, an armed mob has seized control of the vault.
Oh no! Oh no! All the refugees were
And
there.
now we know. Tell us what happened, sir. Spare no detail.
Like, all the people were being taken
We were
there.
directing refugees into the basilica, as you ordered, when all of a sudden, men brandishing weapons were all around us. It happened so fast, my lord. We had no time to respond.
I don't trust the
They've
priest.
taken the refugees hostage and barricaded themselves inside the vault.
And they sent you to deliver their demands.
They, the true brothers of the faith, demand that a conclave to select the next archbishop be held forthwith. Furthermore, they declare that you, Lord Commander, are guilty of patricide and high treason, and that you must surrender yourself at once to receive of the Fury's judgment.
Ridiculous! I mean, do they honestly think that executing Sir Emmerich would change anything? That the truth will somehow die with him?
These fundamentalists rage against the passing of the old ways, unable to accept there can be no going back.
Given the fanciful nature of their demands, a peaceful resolution does not seem likely. If the hostages are to be rescued, it will be by force, I fear.
I
Agreed.
volunteer.
Lucia, take a contingent of knights and establish a perimeter outside the entrance.
At once, Lord Commander.
Hilda, I need your people out in force throughout the Broom. When word spreads of the situation, the friends and family of the hostages may try to take matters into their own hands. I will not give these militants more targets. I shall lead the assault on the vault. Master Alphino, can I count on the support of the Scions?
I have an objection
Of
to
course.
that. You're injured. So, can I lead the assault on the vault?
We are in your debt.
I shall join you as well, Lord Commander.
Your assistance is most welcome, Lord Atwarel. To arms then, friends.
Time is against us.
I feel so sorry for his father, because he's watching now the second of his 3 sons basically walk into what might be death. He's already lost one. I have so many concerns. Oh, I don't want anybody to die. I've been kinda like, obviously we've been starting teaching this week, so that's what I've been doing. But I haven't been too sad that I haven't been able to continue with the main story, just for a little break of not having anybody die on me. But now I'm done, like I've done every side thing I could really do, and I really should get on with the main story, because I want to see where it goes. But at the same time, I'm really scared it's gonna be really sad. We have to go... Yes. I have to go over there. So this way would be fastest. So I'm guessing this is probably what's gonna open up the hard version of the Vault Dungeon. That was a really pretty dungeon. I would love to go through that one again. I do hope it has a hard version, because it was just such a great environment. Absolutely beautiful assets. And they do really make it like worth it to go in the harder dungeons, because, and the easier ones, because they have different stories and different enemies and encounters and such. It makes it very fun. Oh, Artie has like suited up. Do not concern yourself with my safety, lest you forget I too am a knight. Yes, but your dad already lost one son who was a knight, so concentrate on freeing the hostages. I will tend to their wounds. Ready when you are, Melicity. Oh yes, she is a conjurer. Or like a white mage, I guess? Or at least a conjurer. Just like old times, eh? Yeah, we're going into death and horror. Listen well, we will enter the Basilica silently via the gate. According to our latest report, there are at least six hostages held within. The number and readiness of the true brother of the faith are unknown. I am told one claimed to have served under Thornton the Seventh. Might be the same be true of the rest. Given the swiftness which they seized control of the vault, I think it highly likely, yes. Which means that they may well possess the knowledge required to turn the building defenses against us. Be that it may, we have no choice but to press on. Lord Artie, you are a brave man and true, and no one would dare question your honor if you chose not to risk your life in this endeavor. Are you certain you wish to join us? I am no stranger to the battlefield, Sir Aymeric. My arm will not falter, my shield will not break. Alone as my witness, we will bring these fanatics to justice. Well said, my lord. Friends, follow me. You better not fucking die, dude. I cannot go to your dad and tell him I was somehow involved in the second child of his dying. I cannot. Jamie says that that's the one thing I like about the hard dungeons in relation to them being different. It's like, yeah, it's one of the good things about it. They reuse the assets, but they reuse them in a good way. You don't feel like they are necessarily cheaping out by reusing them in this way. Can I free you? No, I guess I have to take care of. It doesn't feel like they're just recoloring it or anything like that. It feels like they're actually properly utilizing the content. You must hurry, the others were taken elsewhere by Sir Simeonard. Sir Simeonard, so this is indeed the work of the Archbishop's former servants. On your guard, they've sounded the alarm. Shit. Okay. Because one of the good things they do is they make really pretty dungeons. Like all the set pieces, like this. Like, this looks amazing. I also like it that now we don't have the kind of golden light coming in like we do in the original dungeon. Because it's basically just another time of the day in this run through than it was in there. I don't know if that's just applies.
Down with you!
Okay. I don't know if that's just because, like, the time? I think the European time is, yeah, 4 PM. So maybe that's just the reason. But this dungeon, the lighting scheme in this dungeon in the easy version is beautiful. Especially when we come into the next area where everything, we have like a red light shining through the windows. They took them the other somewhere. It's all happened so quickly. There they are. Let no one escape, says the Wolf Friar, who is gonna die an immediate painful death. Oh, actually, Deacon has to die first. You look like a healer. Not alone you won't, Majesty. Stay with Sir Emric, okay? To the fire. Some dungeons do change lighting based on phase.
You underestimate
based on
me.
game time, says Jamie. You've noticed? I guess, yeah, some of them do. So maybe this one is now basing it on game time. But I know at least the normal version is... I've gone through it several times now and is always sunset. Okay, let's go up. Actually, I cannot jump up in the fountain, splash around. Horrible. Sir Simeonard, lay down your arms and release the hostages, and you will be shown mercy. I give you my word. Ha! The words of an heretic and Kingslayer. I would sooner trust a dragon. Act of the knights, we shall show the hostages the same mercy he showed the Archbishop. The fuck? Those people haven't done anything. Unlike you, Sir Emric, I am a man of honor. By my hand you shall receive of the Fury's judgment. How can you be a man of honor if you're killing innocent people? So, it is to be a trial then. Lord Artie, Malicity, leave us and save the hostages. I will deal with Sir Simeonard. No, dude, you're injured. I don't like that. Okay. We need to go save the hostages. Don't worry. I am not going to let them kill you. I wish they would focus on me, but I'm not a tank, so hey, stop attacking these poor people. Okay. Oh, let's be like 7-3. Yeah, how do I... There we go. Must be others nearby, but where? Probably if we run this way. Right. Yep. I see effects over there. Ayo, need to die, stop attacking. Hello, Ark. And trying to save some innocent people being murdered by chess pieces. Oh. Okay, see no other nearby, so Emmerich needs our help. Then let's run back and go help him. We haven't found the little girl yet though, the one who talked about climbing out the window. I don't think we've gotten her. And that worries me because it feels like they deliberately made us listen to her story just so we will remember her later. Right. Let's do this.
This knight does not yield!
Wait, auditor is... Oh, it's an archer, so it's fine. Okay. Emmerich is still okay. Can I... Oh, I can't change class or job right now. I wish I could because I would like to heal him. That's the boy who was with her. Yep, he took Melly. You must hurry. The priest took Melly upstairs when he saw you kill his man. Have no fear, child. We will save your friend. Oh, we better. I am going to. Don't hurt kids.
Where is he? Where is he?
I mean, he did say upstairs.
Come no closer! You have nowhere to run. Release the girl and surrender.
Surrender to whom? The blasphemer who throws wide the gates to our enemy? Who breaks bread with him and calls him brother? Ungodly swine! I would sooner die than surrender to you.
That's fine.
Is it godly to spill the blood of an innocent child? To burn the homes of your brothers? Tell me, priest, is that godly?
Do not speak to me of godliness, heathen! Your father's blood is on your hands, as is hers!
No, please don't drop her. Please don't drop her. You okay, dude? The fuck was that animation? Why? No. Pistola? Do something? Dragon! Yes! Oh, Vitafnir is here. Okay.
What? But I...
Yeah, you're on a dragon, honey.
Vidafnir!
Well met, knight. Mayhap I chose an inopportune moment?
Oh, you picked the perfect moment.
Not at all. Pray forgive us this most unworthy reception. We are honored to have you with us, and right glad of your aid.
Fortune delivered the child unto me. I had but to receive her.
Thank you for saving me.
Thou art welcome, child.
I'm guessing the priest has been dealt with.
Never did I think to be indebted to so unexpected a savior. But full glad am I to be so.
Friend of Izel, warrior of warriors, I had hoped to meet with thee.
You came for Emmerich, right?
I bear a message from my sire.
From Freysfelger.
Upon returning to our lands, Nidhogg's shade did sing unto his brood, and they for skies unknown did then take wing. This thou must know, for your fates are inextricably bound.
What of Estinian? Is he truly lost to us?
Such matters are beyond my ken. I but bear my father's words. Take from them what thou wilt. Fare you well, mortals.
I thought Vidofne was coming to like talk.
So it is as they say then. A great white dragon swooped down from the heavens to rescue an innocent child.
A most unexpected turn of events, but not an unwelcome one. The people will not soon forget this day.
Yet how will they choose to remember it, Sir Emmerich? And will these events serve to bring man and dragon closer together, or drive a deeper wedge between brothers? After 1,000 years, the world these men once knew is changing, and with ungentle swiftness to boot. Though their actions are misguided, their sentiments are only to be expected. You may be sure that others will rally to their cause. I share your desire for a lasting peace with the Jovanians, I do. But I would not see it built on the bones of our countrymen, nor on our own.
Understandably.
I see much of Horsefaux in you, and I could not bear to mourn the passing of another son.
Lord Edmund.
I'm a little sad he didn't talk to Artie though. I mean... Or was he speaking to Artie when he said like, I see a lot of worship unto you? I can't quite tell which one he was talking to. Well, that was timely. Vidofnir must have been circling for hours. In the moment before Vidofnir appeared, I contemplated teleporting the girl. Thank the 12 that I did not. I don't think we need that child showing up naked somewhere. This has been a day of surprises, has it not? It's about a pity Vidofnir could not stay longer. Yes, I think it's fair to say that she timed her departure rather less well than her arrival. Well, time scarcely does it justice, but 1 moment later would have been a moment too late. Let's pray that these guardians who yet harbour doubt will take this event to heart and accept the truth of Sir Emeric's words. Well, it's only me that I inform Tatru of what has occurred here. If you have need of me, I shall be at Horteb's Manor. Allow me to accompany you. Tatru would never forgive me if I left for the Rising Stones without saying goodbye. So he's going to the Rising Stones then. A moment, Majesty. I wish a word. Sure. Tell me, does Thancred seem quite well to you? Well, I'm not sure how to put it into words, but yeah, he does seems like he seems a lot to me like he was shortly before he was taken over by the Asians. When he's like trying to hide that he's kind of distressed. Like he's gone through a trauma, but he's not talking about it. Like he is different. So you sense it too, a subtle change, imperceptible to most. I myself did not notice it at first, but upon closer examination, I saw that his etheric flow has been irreparably disrupted. As a result, I strongly suspect that his ability to manipulate ether has been compromised. Simply put, Thancred may no longer be able to wield magic. It would do much to explain why he chose to remain within the wilderness instead of seeking us out. He would have been compelled to rely solely on traditional method of travel, significantly prolonging his journey. And when he learned that the nearby beast tribe was making preparation to summon a primal, it may well have seemed more sensible to wait. But this is still little more than speculation. Until I have proof, pray speak no word of it. Wait, so he thinks he doesn't have any magic anymore, so he can't teleport. Does that mean he can't use the etheric flow either to use, like, the ether crystals? Right, then I should be on my way. Krilla may have charmed Master Matoya for now, but who can say how long that will last? Because that's horrible if he lost all his ability to do magic. And then he can't, like... We have the Ethernet, like, thing. Though I don't think most anyone else uses it. So maybe it's something that's mostly for us. Welcome, Mr. Small. Shall I show you inside the manor? Yes, please. Also, I worry about Artie. I don't know. I feel concerned about him. Lord Edmund told me all about Vidofnir what Vidofnir did. God, how I wish I had been there to see it.
That Vidofnir should chance to arrive even as the girl fell. Truly, I could not have planned it better myself.
Ah, good. We were afraid you might have left.
Where would I go?
A shield, my lord?
Fit for a true knight. An expression of our gratitude to you and yours, long overdue. But there is something else I would discuss ere you part. Something which cannot leave this room. My father will soon step down as head of our house. Sir Emeric was not the only one to fall under suspicion following the death of the Archbishop. There are some who believe my father complicit in a coup d'etat. Thus he intends to renounce his title to absolve our house of suspicion and secure the support of our peers.
Surely there must be another way to convince houses Durandare and Zamail.
So I said to him. Alas, he will not budge. Ever since I was a child, I knew that I would one day succeed my father. The thought of it filled me with pride. Yet once I learned the day was at hand, my heart was filled with naught but dread. Our legacy is built upon the lies of our forefathers. In accepting this title, am I not perpetuating this injustice? Why should I become the next count?
A knight lives to serve, right? So serve the people as their count.
You sound just like him. Aye, I suspect that is what Horschiffon would have said. To aid those in need. When you look on that shield, I trust you will remember his words. And should I once more find my resolve wavering, I ask that you show me the way. You are a sister to Horschiffon. Will you be a sister to me as well?
Of course.
Come, Manelaine. There's much to be done. For father, and for Sir Emeric, and for Ishgard.
You okay?
To think we share the same blood. Pray excuse us.
Those were the days of promises and vows, of tentative first steps into an uncertain future. A future shaped by the choices we made, in ways we could never have foreseen.
The narrative...
Born of good and evil, of light and darkness, and shepherded by our hand.
Isn't the
Be
narrative
it for weal,
the
or be it for woe.
Like Lord Emmanuel? Yeah, from the memoirs of Count Edmund de Fortams. Heaven's word. As goes light, as goes darkness. I would actually like the healing coffers, please. Even though that's not something I would use for my current spec, I do play a healer quite a bit more than I do play my dancer, so I like to collect stuff for her. This is thy proof, the Gerun of Oracles, Apocrypha. What are you talking to? Is the truth long forgotten, a tale of the beginning and the path we have been set upon? Oh, you're still with them. Ooh. Our fates were ordained long ago, Archon. The Garleans are no exception, nor the Triad. You know what must be done. Oh, that was Alfie's sister. Papalymo! Well? Oh, so that has to be Ida. Everyone has their orders. The mask will attack soon, as all units are in position. The Imperials won't know what hit them. I fear it will be bloody. By Ralg, it had better be. We cannot stay here forever, Ida. We have other responsibilities. I know full well what my responsibilities are, and I mean to fulfill them, every one. So they are somewhere. At least we know they're alive. So that counts everybody but Minfilia. Well, hey Alfie. Much as I worry for the future of Isgard, the fate of our missing friends concerns me even more. Yeah. As it once was, Tathro is waiting to share good tidings with you and Alfino. Alfino, Melicity, I've been looking all over for you. We received news regarding Famina. Hooray, Boulder and Coltonet. Really? Has something happened? No, it's nothing bad. Quite the opposite. In fact, it seems that once they learned the Science good name had been restored, they boarded the next ship bound to Limsa. They should be arriving any moment now. It's easy to forget how useful link pulse are, isn't it? When they work, I mean, and you don't mind being spied on. Quite, but what wonderful news. To think that our reunion is close at hand. A pleasure to see you too, Alfino. Well, we didn't see you. Ah, Thengrid and Krile. What brings you two of you here? Krile and I have been looking into how we might track down Minfilia. And we may just have found the answer. Melicity, when you're fleeing Ulda with Minfilia, you said that Hydaelyn spoke to her shortly before you parted ways, yes? Well, assuming that is true, and I see no reason to suspect that is not, it seemed reasonable to conclude that Hydaelyn commanded her to remain behind. That is to say, the Mother Crystal directly interceded to guide Minfilia. Admittedly, this is all still quite hypothetical, but I propose that such intervention, however subtle, may surely leave some residual trace, a lingering disturbance in the ether, or ripple if you will. But it's been a while. In order to establish the existence of such a ripple, of course, we will require suitable data. Fortunately, I know where such data can be found, the battleground where Melicity felled the ultimate weapon, and the site of my personal ignominy. Ignominy? I don't know what that means. It was there that Hydaelyn intervened to shield her from the magic I invoked. Krile and I will infiltrate the castrum and analyze the ether therein. The two of you, alone? I have a proven knack for subterfuge, and I'm confident there will be sufficient nook and crannies in which to hide Krile while the patrols pass. Besides, if you and Melicity come along, who will see to Famina's grand homecoming? When you put it like that, very well, I will trust in your plan. I don't have to go fight. I get to do the nice meeting people stuff. I know not whether this data will yield means to find Minfilia, but it will at the very least eliminate another avenue of inquiry. Tatro and I will return to the Rising Stones and make preparation for our comrades' return. Might I impose upon you to meet them at Laminsa's docks? Yes, I will be the greeting party. Then I shall set forth Then I shall see the four of you at the Rising Stones. Safe travel. I think that's gonna be wonderful. Things are slowly getting back to normal and nice and safe. I mean, things are still kinda messed up here, but still kinda good. Go Limsa. But I do want to know why Urianger is talking to the Asians and the Warrior of Darkness. I don't like that. There is something real shady going on there. Alright, they're down at the docks. So I'm guessing... Oh, these docks. Alright. That would be this way. As things slowly loading. There's so many people playing these days. Oh, look! I guess it's because of the Rising celebration. I went and did the quest. It was really nice. It was really cool that Yoshi P's avatar would come and talk to us. I think if I had been playing this game for even longer, it would mean so much more. I can definitely see it being a very emotional moment for somebody who's been playing from the beginning of the game. Look at these fireworks, they're amazing. Alright. It says it should be here. Right? These are the docks. Oh! I thought this was a player. Hi, Famina. Ah, Famine. Oh, Melicity, how have you been? Come here, let me have a good look at you. I have not grown an inch. Thank the 12. One hears the strangest tales in foreign lands. I worried about you all every day. We would have sent word sooner, but the braves afforded us no opportunity. When they fell upon us in the market, it was all we could do to escape. Tatru found her way to you, of course, but we were forced to seek shelter aboard a Hannish vessel. It pained us not being there when you needed us the most, but we made the most of it, didn't we? Coltonet studied and trained from dusk till dawn, we did. We would have sent word sooner, but we knew not whom to trust, and with the vast distance. But those dark days are behind us at last. I shall be glad indeed to return home and speak with my daughter. Yeah, about that. She's still missing. What? You mean she's missing? How could you let this happen? Forgive me, I'm sure you're doing everything in your power to find her. As Thancred must be. He watched over her from the first long before me, and he will watch over her to the last. I shall pray for her safe return and busy myself in the meantime. For a certainty there is much and more to be done. The braves may have bloodied us, but the path remains, and we shall not be swayed from it. Aye, there's the spirit. To the science and long overdue reunion. Huzzah! I'm glad they are back. Well, there you have it. To the Rising Stones. Yeah. Poor woman comes... Oh. Garleans? Oh, thank God. He will fit in perfectly because he can't use magic. They can't use magic either.
Well done, sir. And with that, I believe we are ready to proceed.
Yes.
Let us be about our business then. The next patrol may not be so credulous.
Yeah, one of his eyes is blue. And the other is brown. So
Why must you be so disappointingly brusque? You're not at all as Minfilia described, you know. I don't think you favoured me with so much as a single compliment since we set out. Tell me, did your time in the wilderness sap you of all your charm? Or are you holding it in reserve for your beloved?
This is neither the time nor the place.
Well, call me old-fashioned, but when I'm risking life and limb infiltrating an Imperial castrum, I like to be sure of my comrades' motivations.
I see now where Alphino gets it from. Minfilia is dear to me, it is true, but not in the way you think. 15 years passed, when she was still but a child. There was an incident at a parade. A gubu broke free of its fetters and ran amok through the streets of Ul'dah. Had I been more attentive, I could have prevented it. But I was distracted, and her father was killed. I feared she would never recover, but in the years that followed, she showed herself to be more resilient than I had ever imagined. And when she learned of her gift, she did not flinch from the responsibility, but sought to guide others on the path. She touched the hearts of all around her. Mine, Louisoix, every science. In those dark days following the calamity, she was our guiding light, our hope for a brighter future. She had so many dreams, and I would give anything to make them come true.
My apologies. I can see she means the world to you. I did not mean to pick at old scars.
No harm done, I assure you. But fair is fair, my lady. What is Minfilia to you?
You mean you don't know? Only my dearest friend. When I finally emerged from my torpor, I learned that nary a day had passed without her asking after me. She never gave up hope. And neither will I.
Then for Minfilia's sake, let us pray that these vestiges of Hydaelyn's intervention will lead us to her.
Right. Oh, we get to go back to Reverend Toll now. We can go home. I do have a quest there. The Gods of Eld. I actually went to the Waking Sands and stood in the solar there for probably a good 15 minutes because it says wait in the solar. So I waited in the solar like an absolute idiot, only to realize like, oh yeah, there is also a solar in the other place. And that's where I'm probably supposed to be waiting. Because that's where the quest marker is. But yeah, so I do have a quest there, though I don't know if I'm gonna like activate it right now. Because I wanna go on with the main story. Loading is so slow when I'm streaming. Hey, Hori. Ah, it's great to be back in the Toll. It even smells like adventure. Yeah, I'm glad to get people like coming back home. things are more like they should be. I also see like I have metric ton of things to unlock. But that's not what I wanted. And talk somebody outside? Oh, there you are. It feels good to be home again. To think that everyone is waiting for us, just beyond these doors. Friends and family with whom we have shared so much. Is there gonna be anyone? God help me, but the older I get, the more sentimental I become. Come, let us not keep them waiting. Well, Alphino was gonna meet us there at least, so that's something. But a lot of the people are gone. Oh, it's actually... yeah, some people. Hello, who are you? Is that Lady Flamine I've heard so much about? Well, I shall have to introduce myself. Okay. So we actually do have some people. And there they are at last. Thank the 12. Nothing like a homecoming to lift everyone's spirit. Thanks for bringing them back, Melicity. I worry that Artemis is getting a bit carried away, but I suppose I can overlook it on this occasion. Oh, I'm supposed to just speak with everyone. Well, Alianne, Ephemia, it fills my heart with joy to see you both hale and healthy. And what of Higiri? She is well, though abroad on a mission at the present. It just wasn't the same without you. Welcome back, my lady. Hey, Vikama, and yeah, I've unlocked some things before through that. When our comrades betrayed us, I feared all was lost. How wrong I was. We must tell the children at once. They've always been so fond of Hooray. Yeah. We could do with more of that around here. Heartfelt reunion with stalwart companions brings a bloody tear to the eye. Oh, you're so drunk, buddy. First Archer and now Hooray, a passing fancy I could suffer, but this, she's hopeless, utterly hopeless. Clemens, who are you crying over? Aye, I heard all from Alianne. So where is she? If I'm to greet the songstress of Ul'dah, I would do so on my feet. To secret oneself in a ship hold to secure safe passage to a faraway land. This is a tale we know all too well. When they're well rested, I should like to seek a formal introduction. Why wait, my friend? Come, there is no need to be shy. Pray grant me a moment longer at least, though I am happy to oblige you. My legs are rather less accommodating. Oh, thank you. I was kind of trying to go for Alice in Wonderland, but everybody calls it a Dorothy dress. Was Dorothy dressed like that? I've never seen The Wizard of Oz. It just wasn't popular here in Iceland. So it's not part of my connection, but I remember watching the cartoon of Alice in Wonderland. And I used to love that one. Oh, my decision. Oh. Yes. Otcherbolder. Hussa, he's returned. Together my brother and I shall serve the Scion till the breaking of an 8th dawn. Glad that I am to be home. I cannot help but think of those who have yet to return. Once we have settled in, I would join the search. Yeah, but we should celebrate. Otcher, what in the 7 hells drove my little brother to come to Mordona? Why, your brother, you and the Scions, of course. For 1,000 days I trained, that I might grow as strong as you, that I might fight alongside you. Yet now that you are here, I sense that you have surpassed me once more. No, do not tell me. You trained with the Hannes, did you not? Your eyes do not deceive, brother. I have studied the trials of the braves and drunk deep of the soul of mine enemies. Vikama says, now I've googled it. They both have the same dress. Now I have to take a look. Give me a second. Dorothy. It's the Wizard of Oz. Wizard of Oz. I guess? But she doesn't have an apron though. Like Alice has an apron, but Dorothy does have... It's like a mix of both dresses, yeah. It's like a bit of both. I recognize it as Alice because of the apron, but I also don't know the Dorothy one. But the Dorothy one has more of this shape. So... I guess, but... Yeah, the Alice... Yeah, they're both blue. But the shape is very different. Ah, you did Dorothy dress versus Alice dress. Let me see. Let me do that. Dorothy dress versus Alice dress. Yeah, okay, try Google like Alice Disney, like the old cartoon. And then you can see like they don't look quite the same. But yeah, I can see still like how people would see them as very similar. But also, it's obviously because... Yeah, exactly. Dorothy's is more of a country rural dress. She's wearing something closer to... I think the word is a smock. I don't know quite what it's called. Alice is wearing what is more closer to the old Victorian maid outfit, which has this kind of fluff silhouette. But Dorothy is cute as a button. Like, the actress was adorable. From the pictures I can see. Like, I haven't watched much of it. Oh, it's so nice to see everybody being back. Like, most everybody. I've been so long since I've seen them all like this. Too long. It was the chaos born of my foolish ambition which forced them to flee. Oh, Alfie, no. Don't go down that thought road again. It's not your fault, buddy. Though they return, there are others yet missing, others whom we cannot forsake. We'll find them, Alfino. I know we will find Philia, Ida, Pabeline, Mo, every last one. And when they walk through those doors, we will be here to welcome them home. With me at the head of the queue, of course. Oh, Alice has a black hairband? Oh, yeah, that might definitely feel more Alice. Also, if I had blonde hair. Like, if I had kind of longer blonde hair, she would look way more Alice. But my idea was mostly, like, it was just the outfit colors that I picked. What kind of Alice. Alfino is eager to return to the search of Minfilia. Oh, before I do that, I have like toys on me. Like a bunch of stuff on me. Augmented Primal Ring of Healing, okay. There's no upgrades for this, but if I go to my... Well, of course he's cute. I only have adorable characters. Ah, there we go. Yeah, that looks okay. Let's update. Back to the dancer for now. Because the dancer is easier for, like, fighting. Thancred and Creeley contacted us a short while ago. It would seem that their foray into the Castra Meridian bore fruit. They asked that we rendezvous with them and Istola in Idleshire, where they will share their findings. Rude though it is to depart without speaking to the guest of honor, I expect she will forgive me if I return with her daughter. Or you could just say like, hi, I'm going to search for your daughter. I will be back shortly. It's fine. Off we go. This game has really amazing costumes and outfits. I'm not much for like stores in games where I'm also paying for subscription, but they definitely got me because I like the stuff from the store. But I think just the armor in this game and the variety of it looks amazing. And I'm really excited to have different types of dresses because playing WoW for so long as a maid, I have worn like the same 2 types of dresses basically for a decade. And now I can wear like all types of different cute dresses and it's amazing. Hey Thancred. How is Famina, by the way? Enchanting as ever, I trust. I shall have to pay my respect when time allows. It was rather less than I had hoped, though mayhap I asked too much. My apologies, I see I'm the last to arrive, so what news have you for us? Well, as you postulated, there were indeed what appear to be remnants of unexplained disturbance in the ether at the scene of the Ultima weapon destruction, a ripple at odds with the presiding pattern. Though faint, the waveform bore a strong resemblance to those observed following the destruction of the Isle of Val, when I believe Hydaelyn shielded me with the blessing of light. To confirm our finding, we paid a visit to Sildi aqueducts. There we detect the same waveform, but order of magnitude larger, as one would expect of a more recent disturbance. Hydaelyn, there is no other explanation. But there is more. Then, when I studied the site where Istola used flow, it appeared that not 2 but 3 beings had been affected. Yet, unlike Istola and Thancred, there was no trail to follow. Our unknown third party was simply there and then not there. Now recall your vision of the vast crystal floating in the sea of ether. Though to this is but a theory, studies of gifted subjects suggest that when communing with Hydaelyn, we briefly leave our bodies behind. So let us consider the fact: 1. Hydaelyn interceded. 2. A third being was caught in Istola's flow and vanished without a trace. And 3. Hydaelyn may have the capacities to summon the consciousness of a gifted individual to her side. You are implying, I take it, that Hydaelyn guided Minfilia into the compass of my magic, that she might summon her body and soul under the ethereal sea. In which case we must need continue our search there, for a blessing the means to do so already exists. I speak of the Antitower, a Sierra construction conceived to provide scholar a vantage point over the ethereal sea. Though I know not where its entrance lie, need only ask his last custodian, a contrary old crone who for another blessing refuses to join the Exodus. Master Matoya was the keeper of the Antitower. I had no idea. Then our course is clear, we must petition her aid once again. Oh, she's gonna make us do chores. I'm sure of it. Oh no. Wow, look at this mount. Look at that. Oh, I've seen this one before. It's so pretty. I love kind of like dark blue and gold together. It's such a pretty combination. Oh. Somebody flying above me. Well, we'll go talk to Master Matoya. Hopefully we can convince her to like help us a little bit. As you can see, I spent too much money on the store. It's terrible, but so much fun. Fat cat is better. Oh, but fatter cat is like, you can ride it. And is also undead. Potentially demonically possessed. And fat like this because it's basically a bloating, rotting corpse. It's amazing. It's perfect. Also, I don't know where to get Fat Cat. Is it a minion or is it a mount? Matoya, hello. I need you to let me go into the tower of whatever, so I can see the ethereal sea. Yeah, the same. I don't like huge mounts that block things, so I try to use only small mounts. Oh, what a surprise. Well, what a secret have you come to extract from me this time? Though it pains me to admit it, your words strike close to the mark. We humbly ask that you grant us entrance to the antitower, that we might use it to seek a friend who we believe has been transported to the ethereal sea. And who told you I could do such a thing, I wonder? The tower was abandoned to its magical keeper 15 years ago. They have the run of the place now. If that is no deterrent to you, then by all means. If that's all, I felt sure you would seek to dissuade us from our course, given your role as custodian. Role? Hardly. The Forum foisted the title on me. During the Exodus, every entrance to the antitower was sealed save one. My role consists of making sure no one with ill intent sneaks through it. Such was the Forum's final order to me. Well, I can remove the ward right now. Will you be going or not? I like her. She's so just to the point. We will, Master Matoya. We will do whatever it takes to find Minfilia. We'll see about that. Malicity can go. Take the magicless rogue too if you like. He's no use to me. The rest of you will stay and work, and I'll hear no argument. Those are my terms. Oh, and I should be delighted to accompany you. Lead the way, Malicity. Thancred, no. Your etheric flow has been compromised, do not deny it. To venture into an environment so thick with ether, so close to the ethereal sea, would be to risk further impairment. Or worse. But Minfilia could be in there, waiting for us. And you could die, and for what? If she's waiting beyond, Malicity will find her. Trust in her. Have faith. Damn it all. Bring her back to us. New dungeon. You're correct. It's not much of a problem because I'm a Lala, because every mount is smaller. But still, I prefer to ride mounts that are not massively bigger than I am. As you can see from my mounts, the biggest mount I use is the Peacock. And that's mostly big because of the tail that kind of drags behind. Otherwise, I prefer small ones. I have some bigger mounts, which I really like for fun, like my magic bed and such, which I have fun with. But I don't have them in my random roulette. And the black chocobo is like, I have a chocobo, so why would I necessarily want the black one? Does anybody want to join me for a dungeon? Let me see. Is anybody I know online? No, nobody's online. So, I think I'm gonna go in as a healer. So we can get a queue that is relatively quick. Also, say hi to Thangred. Whatever it takes. Do you hear me? Whatever it takes. Sure. It's not gonna be that bad. Now, I need to do the anti-tower. This is the only one I wanna sign up for. Okay, it's just a regular dungeon. I should be able to heal that. Come on, TPS. Accept the queue. Thank you. Alright. Oh! It's upside down. Huh. Fancy. Alright. Let's do this. I have all my abilities because this is a high level dungeon. Thanks for that. Means I will be able to actually do some damage for once. And also blind everyone. Oh. Hello, in terms of reality. Oh, it has a jumping thing! These are my favorite. I love it when dungeons fling you around. There's something just so magical about it. It's silly fun. Tame Hopkin. Tamed Leech. Ooh. Oh, I should probably do damage on actual things. This dungeon looks so cool. I love that the tower is upside down. Makes me feel we're gonna do some, like, twisty-turny fun stuff. Oh, let's take this off you. I prefer not to have debuffs on my tanks if I can avoid it. I don't remember who it was, but somebody in my stream, like, in the streams told me how the debuff things were. That it has a silver line, I can take it off. And it's so handy to know that. Also told me like which ability takes it off. So now as soon as just always bound to Q, so I can use it whenever I want, as easily as I want. Because it's my favorite ability. Alright. Let's make sure everybody is buffed. Let's make sure I'm getting some mana back. And let's get to some DPS. Pseudo Rocco. That is cute little name. Oh, shit. Hold on. sorry about that. My neighbor decided to come ask me if it was okay with us if he got himself a cat. And considering I have a cat, I don't mind. They have just gone on without me. Not a care or worry in the world. To be fair, the tank is hardly taking any damage here. So it doesn't really matter. Oh, look at this place! This looks amazing. We have these floating cabinets and everything. That looks great. Oh, it took the cabinets of the bridges. Okay, nice. I swear, every dungeon they make, they're always so complex, like visually, in a great way. Makes it so much fun to go through. Nothing new here. Is everything still working? Yep, stream is still working, okay. Sicky save everyone because he's a hero. Oh, that is adorable. I don't know what that does. Hopefully nothing too bad. Siggy, go home. Either we are like ridiculously good at avoiding every mechanic, or this dungeon is oddly tuned. Like I could almost not be here. Maybe we have some kind of a god tier tank. Nice. I'm getting a lot of stuff though. Oh, we're in the tower. Yeah, we're on the ceiling. Oh, I love dungeons like this. I love it when games take and like put you on the ceiling or on the wall, like twist and turn things. It's always so cool. Flame pepper. Why do cats have like weird stares from time to time? It always confuses me when she does this. She just sits there, like, she will sit there and she will just stare off into the distance. And I don't know what she's supposed to do. There's nothing... Maybe I should focus on the dungeon. Oh, I did a level? Okay. I'm so over-leveled. Oh, by the way, do you remember there's gonna be a new lore video tomorrow? We're doing the origin of the Dragonsong War. So just talking about King Thordan and all that stuff. Oh, this dungeon is partially based on a dungeon in Final Fantasy IX called Ibsen Castle, says Bootleg Joe. Oh. I never played the other Final Fantasy games. Maybe one day I will like look into it. It's nice that they kind of go back. Treasure. Or cinematic, I guess. I have these dolls in my apartment. I did not realize they were from a dungeon. Okay. I'm taking this, by the way. I already... Oh, I got 2 on it. Let's just hope nobody else is actually wanting anything. So things are just going to me automatically. Okay. Oh! Okay, the person in the chat says, I don't like dolls, and it gives me this every time. I guess this is a random boss. So sometimes you get the doll, sometimes you get something else. I guess it's a little bit like the opera house in Karasan, where you can get like different shows depending on... Yeah, depending on like things. Don't look at me. I think in that one you can get... I know in the old one I think you can get the Red Riding Hood and Romeo and Juliet, most likely. I forget. Because they then remade Karasan. It's the same boss. Oh, yeah, he might be meaning the roulette. Oh, that's a shame, because it's always fun when they have random bosses in dungeons. Though, to be fair, Carson was a raid, and then made into a mega dungeon, and... Oh, I got the gloves. Now we're just waiting on this thing. Somebody isn't like doing the loot. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not too keen on these dolls. They're kinda iffy. Well, I got everything. Collector's warn that one who wishes to complete the set should be versed in the art of combat. Okay. And oh, none of it was an upgrade. Well, I got the stuff anyway, so maybe I can get it just for appearance then. Where am I keeping that?
Feel. Think.
Hey, Heidelin.
Through time and space hast thou journeyed unto me, as I knew thou wouldst.
I don't like Heidelin's new voice. The other one was more motherly. Kinda magical. Or maybe that's actually been Philia?
We are the word of the mother. We, who were once called Minfilia.
Hey, we're wearing the same dress.
Much time hath passed for thee since the bloody banquet, since I hearkened to her word. Mother, Heidelin guided me towards Y'shtola and Thancred, that I might be swept up in their flow and delivered unto the ethereal sea. There, adrift and alone, her voice silent once more, I prayed for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. To her I would make an offering. We speak now with one voice, one will, one word. Unto thee we bequeath the most precious of gifts, the truth which lieth at the heart of this world. Thus do we beseech thee once more. Hear, feel, think. Before there was life, in the depths of the ethereal sea, light and dark did once dwell as one. But the darkness coveted power, and the balance was broken. Thus was I forced to banish him unto the distant heavens, to forever remain apart, a moon bound. In sundering the star did we cry out, and the barriers twixt planes chanced to falter. Across 10 and 3 were we then divided, reflections of the source, each possessed of a shard. Zodiac longeth to be made whole. For his restoration, for his resurrection, his servants labor without cease. They seek to tear down the barriers which surround the source. Thus do they rejoice in their ardor, in your calamities, for each marks a rejoining. Seven times have they succeeded. 7 times hath the darkness grown stronger. 7 times have I failed. The Ascians cannot be suffered to continue. This is my final. The crystal's power is all but spent. With what remains, I will return you to the shore of the ethereal sea. Blessed children, go forth and seek. Seek.
That did not look good. Now, I do remember reading a little bit about this, that the Ascians are connected to all the calamities by rejoining some shards. But I deliberately didn't look much into it for my lore videos because it's something I would...
Thank the 12!
Want to look at later. Hello.
Did you find her? Did you find Minfilia?
So to speak.
The word of the mother? I'm not sure I understand.
Nor am I. Cryle?
Yeah, spoke for Hydaelyn.
As unbelievable as it sounds, I see no reason to doubt her. The word's tale. No one was more sensitive to the will of Hydaelyn than Minfilia. And if Hydaelyn has grown so weak that she can barely make herself heard, it is not hard to see why Minfilia, having joined with her, might struggle to maintain her own form.
What? Why would she need to maintain her own form? Are you saying she's gone? But that cannot be! Not now. Not after all we have accomplished. We were meant to usher in the dawn's light together.
She threw herself on the fire to fuel your dawn's light, boy. You'll just have to usher it in on your own.
Must you be so ungentle?
Tell me about the Scions, boy.
The scions of the Seventh Dawn lay before Eorzea's salvation. Whenever the realm is threatened, be it by Primal, Ascian, Garlean, or any other, we take up arms in her defense, that all in Eorzea may live to see a brighter tomorrow.
And that's very noble of you. But in chasing after these lofty goals of yours, you seem to have lost sight of some basic truths. To win a war, you must be willing to do whatever it takes. To fight, to kill, and if necessary, to die. The path you've chosen is paved with the dead. Walk it with your eyes open, or not at all.
I know the truth of which you speak, and have from the first. If the Ascians will go to any length to resurrect their god, then we must needs be as committed to our cause, to unmask them and their schemes, and to crush them both utterly. Come, there is much to be done.
Yes, of course.
Thancred, wait! No. No, this is all wrong.
Oh no, honey. Okay, so I'm trying to understand how this works. What I gathered from the little talk is basically, so there used to be Hydaelyn and this sword something. So basically Hydaelyn is the light and the sword something is the dark. Then that the dark crystal wanted more power, so Hydaelyn had to shatter them in some way. And they were shattered into like a set amount of pieces, and every time the Ascians have managed to find a piece and put it back or together or something, that's when we have a calamity. Is that kind of that's kind of the gist of it? Is kind of what I gathered, at least. I'm gonna have to look better into that. I'm waiting for my mail of the Encyclopedia of Eorzea to arrive with a epistle to me, and it is somewhere in the mail, but our mailing system is just slow as fuck right now. So I'm waiting. Hopefully I will have some more info there. Hey, buddy. She's not coming back, is she? I don't know. Oh, the source is the world you're on. Ah. So far in the game, I've always heard them talk about the source as Hydaelyn. Like, basically the world as Hydaelyn, I guess. Okay, so basically every time they find these missing pieces and attach it back to the source, we have a calamity. Oh, Alfie. I have nothing to say. It weighs on you too, I know. I understand why she made her decision, and yet, every time we lose another friend, I have to ask myself, is there was not another way? Hydaelyn had a shatter to fight Zodiac, alright. I'm gonna have to read up on this, like this is... It's gonna be quite interesting. In my line of stories, I am gonna have to talk about the Ascians. It's not gonna be in the next video, because that's gonna be obviously tomorrow we're getting the origin of the Dragonsong War, so the King Thordan and the eating of the ice and all that business. The Warring Triads, side arc. I don't remember if I have. I'll make sure to do all the side arcs, at least in my own time, at minimum. So don't worry, I will make sure to do all of them. I do have a side arc called the Gods of Eld, like activated. I just haven't gone to do it yet. But because I can only stream once a week, I'm focusing. I usually like twice a week. I'm focusing on the main story quest for now. And then I keep the rest for when I come home from work and am in dire need of some relaxation. So that's the perfect time for some Final Fantasy. It is starting to get quite dark in here though. I can see we're starting to get a little bit of flickers. It's gonna start getting really bad quickly now. About the source in this chart, there will be more clarification about that during the post-Heavensward story. Okay, that's good. I'm thinking, yeah. So, while I would love to stream a little bit longer, it's gonna start getting really dark and I still don't have the lights up already. Because I haven't been able to go get them because of work-related stuff. So, I think I'm gonna take a break here. I will make sure to check out the Gods of Eld and try to find this other warring tribe things you guys mentioned. And then on Sunday, we might do Spiritfarer. There's also a horror game. Like there's several horror games coming out now that I really want to play. I haven't decided. Maybe I'm gonna stream a little bit tomorrow and then also on Sunday. We'll figure out what we're gonna do. Because there are some interesting things coming out these days that I'm very curious about. It might be good or might be like absolute trash. Never know. Well then, I think this is gonna be a good place at least to take a break. So I will see you guys tomorrow. And I hope you have just a lovely evening. Oh, Gods of Eld is the Warring Triad? Perfect, I will make sure to do that one. And I think if I manage to stream tomorrow, it just depends on my timing. If I can stream tomorrow or like the day, or if only on Sunday, we'll figure out what we're gonna play then. Figure that out at the time. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and so much for like this lovely evening together. It was so much fun. I'm excited to see where the story ends up going. And I will see you guys